Good morning, everybody. This is Rebel, RBC Trucking Delphia. Today I thought I'd make this little video here real quick, just to show you how I did hard mode. Now on this version I'm going to go ahead and put the gearbox on. But I'm mainly going to be doing this for the old timer 671, because he says he's waiting for ATS, and that's not till next year, so he's going to need something to do. So this is for you, old timer. I come down here, start game. We're going to select the campaign selection. Okay, then we'll come over to a spot. Of course, I'm going to select a new one here. So I'll go ahead and start another one. I don't care. I press that. Now here, you punch in your company name. L2 gives you the capital letters. I'm just going to put Rebel. For some reason, it won't let me do trucking. Let's try it. Okay, now R2 to be done. Let's see if it says it's offensive. Okay, it says, is this it? Yes, that's what I want. This name contains prohibited words. Please enter a different company name. What? Rebel or trucking? But no, I take trucking out and see if it accepts it. It accepted it. So trucking is offensive. Now here you can either get the Land Rover to start with or the F-150. I do this one. I like it because it's got that little thing on the bed. I wish the real Fords would do that. You can put your toolbox back there. Okay, here we go. Come down, you pick a color. I'm gonna, oh wait. Yellow and black, that reminds me of Steelers. I don't want that. This one here kind of reminds me of West Virginia, so I'll accept it. Okay, now here, we want to start the game. Okay, well first we hit X. Or hit the up button, I'm sorry, up button. The fuel, I'm leaving it off because I found that this thing consumes like 6 liters a minute, which is ridiculous. And plus, the truck they give you is a Wayfarer, so you're not going to be able to go anywhere with it. So I just leave that off. Convoy difficulty. Convoy will dramatically deform the terrain over time, making the route, you know, deem maintenance. I leave that off. Fewer convoys, I put that on. Okay, so your still rewards and everything remains the same. It's just less trips that they make. Now gearbox, this is up to you. I tried it before, it just shifted too fast, but I'm going to go ahead and put it on. Okay, now I'm going to hit the south button. Now you see up here in the upper right, it tells you about bridge costs. Might as well make it easy. Economic modifier, you put it at easy, the objectives are increased, which means you get fast or more experience points in cash. Okay, so put that to easy. Quarry zones, I put this to trivia because it puts the quarries everywhere. Okay, recovery rules, leave that the same. Don't worry about that unless you want to pay to recover, but I know. Now here's the big thing that makes it the best. Vehicle cost, take it down to trivial, and all vehicles are free and available immediately, are immediately available. Okay, so you can start with every truck that comes in the game. Now if you want that bridge layer, you're going to have to go to contamination and get it. I still don't find a reason to use it, you know. but I do go to get the new mule, okay? So let's hit start game. It says, warning, are you sure you want to make it? Yes, I want to make it. Now see here, it's got that paper clip over where it says precipitous, and aftermath. Those are the other two, the contamination and the new one. Okay, so you got to hit this one, and it's going to take you through a tutorial, which you have to do. You can't do anything about it. Now say you're here and you wanted to change your paint color. Come over here to R1 until you get to company. Now here, look, customization is the triangle. You can hit that. You can change the color of your paint, and it'll change it every time. This also gives you, your overall status, let's say, and everything, okay? But I ain't changing that, so I just hit 0 and go back. Now I'm back to here, and I hit campaign select. I come back over to my new one here, Rebel. Hit the Percipia, whatever it is. This you can read. It tells you about what's coming up. It also tells you your goal just for this map. Okay, now here comes our sweetheart. Well, this is the truck you're going to start with, okay? But later on, you can pick what truck you want. When you get more trucks and you go to other maps, you can pick which one. Or, you can just go and get it. So we're going to start here. This just tells you about things to do. You can read it. I'm sure you guys have read it. I don't know why I'm talking right now, but just for new people, you can read all this. It'll tell you about it. Here's the opening scene. Okay. I'm just going to go to the first 2 points just to give you an idea. Okay. When Kelly talks, I don't talk. And there's some kind of reward for knocking those trees down. But here's our truck. This here. Now it says you hit X. Like to get it, you got to hold it. Okay.
Hey there, the name's Kelly, and I'll be your friendly neighborhood dispatcher for today, and every day unless we screw something up. Then the company replaces us, like dead batteries. But until then, I'll be here to help as much as I can. Not that you need much help with your first task. You need to head to the lookout point and take in the general layout of that town on the coast. You're bracing for one hell of a storm. I suggest you get on with the agenda before the storm hits.
Thank you, sweetheart. Now here's your truck. R2 starts your engine. Okay, and you look, square is all-wheel drive. Throw that on all the time. And this one doesn't cry about diff locks. That's triangle. Put that on. Now if you see over here by the gearbox, there's the directional button. Top, bottom, left and right. I call it north, south, east and west. Hit the west button, changes your gear. See how quick that is? I guess you can get used to it, but if you stop a little bit, it messes you up. Okay? So, normally I don't like it. Now here, R1 is your winch. You got a winch in the front and a winch in the back. Now, you say, okay, I want to winch to something. Well, you look for a yellow circle, okay? Right there. There was one. You can winch to that. Release the R1. When you got the X, you've hooked. Now, for some reason, it disconnected. Now, L1, square, well, let's take the brake off first. Hit the 0, take the brake off. L1, you can pull the winch. Okay? And then L1 and square releases it. So that's what you got to do. That's what I like about this. I wish SnowRunner was like that. So when I aim a winch, I can see that. Okay, it's right there. I want that. I let go, it connects. L1 square disconnects. Okay, and your R2 is your fuel. In gearbox, it works that way. Okay, now you hit circle, you hit the brake. Now I'll put this in reverse. R2 is still my throttle, which I like. Okay, and then see in snow running, you hit L1 change gear, so you just got to get used to that. Now coming here to the circle, see, so we're going to have these icons to go that. There's another one telling you got to go over there. And you got to go through this tutorial. Now see up there where it's reading or flashing? Hit that center of your console controller, and you can go to the map. See? And you can go with the left directional button. It'll show you the area of the map. See? Okay, and then just hit circle and you'll come back to here. Now we got to go over there to that icon for the next part, you know. So if you're ever confused, look up in the upper right hand corner, it'll tell you what's going on. Change your camera view. I like this one. I like to see the terrain. Now see, in SnowRunner, if you hit L2, you'll go backwards. Here you still will. Okay? Or you can come over, hit it reverse, and then now it's R2. See, L2 is not doing anything. R2 is. Throw it back in that. And throw it in high, and you're quicker. So at first I tried this, and the gears was just too dominant. It's too quick. I need to slow it down. But now that I started this, I'll have a new game I can come and do again. I'm going to go ahead and leave it this color, I think. Now we come here, and Kelly will come back.
Enjoying the sights? I often hear they're the best part of your job. At least your job has a best part. I have to make do with cheap coffee and broken AC. Ready for your next mission? Well, aren't you lucky? Investigate the phosphate plant. Not too exciting, but who am I to argue, right? Go take a look.
Yes, dear. Now at first you might find her annoying, but as you get on in the game, you're going to miss her. Okay, see those barrels over there? Watch. I'm looking at them. R1. Look. I hooked right to it. Now I release R1. I'm connected. L1. Square. Or X. And I hook to it. Now that's going to be recyclable, so you can go get change it in for like metal beams, metal pipes, but you need a buttload of them to make one. I think you need like 6 or 7. When you take it to the place, the factory, there's a thing at the bottom. Okay, you got this much metal, it's worth so many pipes or beams. There's like a scale. You got to fill it all the way to the top. Once it gets full, you get a beam or a pipe. Now that's right in front of me, but I can still that's why I didn't like it. I gotta see, I run over it. You should flatten it, but it doesn't. Then you just drive on down the road. But I'll let you guys enjoy that. But the reason I was really making this, because old timers says he's waiting for there, you hold zero circle, and it'll turn your engine off. He says he's waiting for ATS to come to 5. He's got a PS5 now, and he's also got a computer. But old timer, um, I thought you're going to need something to do till ATS comes out. You might want to try this out. And setting it up the way I did. Now the gearbox, I wouldn't do that. I'd leave it off just till you really get used to it. And the thing I did it on this one. It's another playthrough for me. But I don't know. I might erase this and go back and take the gearbox off again. But I hope this, and you hit R3, you go inside, just like SnowRunner. Seems like you can turn around more in this one. Too bad Kelly's not back there. Huh. That's one thing I wish, that Kelly, instead of being an animated picture, was a real picture. You know, and you could change her hair. Like if you want a brunette, a blonde. Blondes are so common anymore. Everybody's blonde. I don't know, like Teresa next door. She's like a, not a brown, I want to say. A grayish brown with purple streaks and a little blonde streaks through it. It looks really good. Hair's down to her shoulder. But there's no customization, you know, stickers. It's raining, so we can stick her head out, get her hair washed. But like I say, I love this game. That's why I don't mind starting over. Just this gearbox, I think, is going to bother me. I might just leave it in automatic and not change gears, but every now and then I might throw it in high. That's it, you know. So I hope it's helped you, old timer. You might want to get this game. It's Mr. Lone Wolf. His link's in my description. At It's Mr. Lone Wolf. He's doing one right now. He's on the new map. He's on the last map of the new phase. The DLC you can get to rebuild and expand. After listening to his videos the last few days or weeks, you hear a little frustration in his voice. He's getting fed up with the game. But, you know what? After watching his videos, you can see if you want to get it. It was like, you can buy this game. If you pre-ordered it, you got it, but I didn't. I bought it at Best Buy. Went over there, they didn't have it, so they ordered it and shipped it to me. And, because I got the disc, I don't do digital, I do disc. There was a code inside, and I was able to get the Bowhead, that 30-ton dump truck, for free, because I got the disc. And no time, I don't know, are you digital or disc? You can't pre-order it anymore, so you have to wait. But with the way we got the money here and experience, you'll build up real quick. And you buy trucks. But see, with this tutorial, they're all available. So it doesn't matter. You can get the Bowhead right now for free. You don't have to wait to build up your money. So I hope this helps everybody out. And like I said, in my links, I'll leave my brothers and Minithin, the links to their sites. Axel, he does ATS, RoadCraft, SnowRunner, Expedition, but he only does like 2 a week, you know, like Wednesdays and Saturdays, I believe, because he works. He's an actual worker. He still has to work for a living. Jim, he's from Denmark. He's old like me. Well, he's 9 years younger than me, but his birthday is the same day as mine, just 9 years later. And then there's Wolf. He's in his late 30s. Him and I have been mates the longest. So, like I said, if you have any questions, get on YouTube, get my channel, and please subscribe. And if you got a question, ask me on that. Because if you ask me on PlayStation, I'm really busy when I get on PlayStation. I'm setting up for the next day's videos. And since I'm back to doing just 2, I'm able to get ahead and set up the next mission. And once I got it set up, if I'm still working on one, and while it's rendering or uploading, I'll come back and get set up for the next mission. So I'm a couple missions ahead on SnowRunner right now. And I think I'm 3 ahead right now. All the way up to that solar or surplus power one. I just set a truck over there. It's ready to load. I got to get a crane to load up a transformer. It finally showed up because it didn't show up for me until I've completed that maps and mud contract. So I hope you all enjoy, and thank you all for subscribing.